Well, this is an absolute blast to fly. Has the lowest stall rate of any of the free-wing planes. Of course, you go up and cut the power, you're going to stall. Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. Alright, going to take up my 90mm F-22. Now this is their, before they started doing version 1, version 2 and all that, this is the version 1 but with an upgraded motor, but before they started reverse thrust, if that makes any sense at all. It was the second upgraded release when they after they first released this F-22. And little birdie told me, I don't know how accurate it is, but I'm hearing there's going to be an updated version of this coming out. And I'm hoping it's got all the lights and the plastic cladding and all that. So until that happens, I'm going to stick with my old reliable here. And got a 6,000 HRB in there. And she's got a traditional setup. I don't have Taylor-ons or anything. But we're going to take her up and have some fun. This is the first time flying her on the IX-14 SE. So just bound her up. High rates, 4 minutes. Do not have reverse thrust because this is before they came out with reverse thrust. But you come in at a high angle, you really don't need it. Now the retracts on this have come out twice. And I've had to glue them back in. And I put a wooden plate to reinforce the nose where it attaches inside, so that's rock solid. But even if I get the new one, I'm probably going to keep this one just to bang around. So right, left, up, down, right, left. All right, timer set for 4 minutes. What was that beep? I don't know. Okay. No.
Take off flaps.
I do not have a nose wheel gyro. I just have a regular 6-channel Spectrum receiver in there. But I do have the AS3X Plus installed. I'm going to do high alpha now. Okay. Sorry. I'll do that again and I'll tell you. All right. Well, not a button, but it's a stick. Okay. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to do it again in 3, 2, 1.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right. Well, this is an absolute blast to fly. Has the lowest stall rate of any of the free-wing planes. Of course, you go up and cut the power, you're going to stall. Absolute joy to fly. Absolute joy to fly. Couldn't quite get in that high alpha stance, but we tried.
Gear down. Gear up. Gear down.
All right. Bring her in for a landing.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Hold on. Wasn't happy with it. She still carries her weight.
Landing flaps.
Whoa! All right, got to redeem ourselves. I am dealing with a little bit of cross breeze, you know, wah, wah, wah. All right, quit turn. Don't horse her around like that.
Takeoff flaps.
All right, still got a minute and a half.
Flaps up.
I'll leave the gear down. Start slowing my roll there.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Try it again. If you're not happy with it, go around as long as you got the battery for
1
it.
minute.
Love the way she flies though.
Landing flaps.
There we go. That's what I was looking for right there.
Flaps up.
The only light on the plate other than the afterburner I've added is the landing light. I'm hoping with the new iteration of it, the new version 2, that I don't have reverse thrust. I'm hoping that they have more lights on it. Because I like the lights. I like the lights. And bigger does always seem to fly better, mainly because you can just see it better. Alright. Go over our rates, then we'll go over CG, and we'll go over all that good stuff. Alright, motor off for one thing. Flying rates, I just flew in with my high rates. Ailerons are 70% with 30% expo, which that doesn't seem right.
Mid. High rates.
Once again, the update killed me. Yeah,
High rates.
they've got it backwards. I was in high rate should be like 90%. Well, whatever. I was in 70%. I didn't think she seemed very responsive. Elevator 100%, 30% expo, and rudder 100%, 30% expo. But my ailerons were backwards as far as the rates go. So I'm going to change that to 100%. Because that's what I like to fly it at. Or 90, I'm sorry. Okay, that's where they should have been. Alright. Flap systems, which flaps pretty good. There is a mix. Flaps up are negative 100%. Takeoff are
flaps.
negative 20% with a 2% down elevator.
Landing flaps.
And landing are positive 85% with a 7% down elevator.
Flaps
So,
up.
there you go. Or up elevator, I'm sorry. Up elevator. And AS3X settings. I'm lying to you. That's down elevator. Okay. Gains. 30, 40, and 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Priority, all at 100 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Stop lock. Did anything with heading. Stop lock, all at 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Did not do anything with a release rate. Gains are one-time gains. Do not have a nose wheel gyro because I don't have an open channel for it. That's the thing about nose wheel gyros. You must have a physical channel controlling that nose wheel steering, and you must have an open channel on your receiver in order to control it. Just because you have a nose wheel doesn't mean you got to have an open channel. So otherwise you can't program one. So, all right, I got to look at these flap settings again. I want to tell you that, okay, flaps up are negative 100%. Takeoff flaps are negative 20% with a 2%. Is that down elevator?
Landing flaps.
It is down elevator. Okay. Yeah, 2% down elevator for takeoff and a
Landing
7% down elevator for landing. I want to make sure I was telling you right. I'm not as confused as I seem. So, all right, let's check the battery and go over CG. I don't think they started putting CG on the plane yet, on the wings. I have it marked. It'll be in the description of the video. You got your wheel well, you got your first connection point for your wing, and that black dot, that's the CG. I like checking the CG with my gear down, like she's going to land, because that's when it's the most important anyways. And for this depth to reach, keep forgetting you got to check it with the wind blowing against it, not behind it. And with this depth Dorito, I want it to be level. Yeah, it's actually a little bit nose heavy. I could actually move that battery back a little bit, but I don't have the actual numbers, but that's where it's at, and I'll be in the description of the video. Let's check our battery. Oh, haven't flown this beast in a while. We flew for almost the full 4 minutes and 38% left, so 4 minutes is fine on a 6,000. Let me show you my, actually, would you come here and put it in manual? Or autofocus? Autofocus, I mean. Okay, that's fine. This is where I've got the you know what? That's where like I said, I haven't flown this in a while. This is where you put a 5,000. The 6,000 should have been back here. That's why she's so nose heavy. Yeah. Right there, right here is where you put a 5,000. Right here is the 6,000. So that's why I'm heavier, and that's that plate that I put in there to reinforce that gear. And I'm hoping they fix this where there's not much structure holding that gear in. That's why that was necessary. So, and we checked the battery. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Good flying plane. Just make sure you don't have your head up your butt and don't have your CG right and everything before you fly. Make sure you do have it right. So, well, there you go. That's the F-22 90mm from FREEWING before they started thrust vectoring or thrust reverse, and after they started their new generation of motor, whatever that new one is. So that's what's in here. God bless y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, folks, faith, family, and friends, and F-22 is the low stall jet. Bye-bye. Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. Alright, this is the first time me filming my 90mm F-22 with my new Galaxy Ultra 26 Samsung phone. I've got it in Ultra HD 60 FPS and the manual 1.2 zoom, so there's no autofocus is turned off. So it's just what you see is what stays. So here we go, timer set for 4 minutes. And it's the last fly of the night because I'm losing light.
Takeoff flaps.
Do not have.
Gear up.
That's a beautiful plane. Got the KM model afterburner inside there. I do not have a nose wheel gyro. Getting to be of an evening now, so I don't have any clouds. Well, I got a few over here.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Gear down.
Get a little bit of risky biscuits there.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Oh, it's getting dark. It is getting dark.
Landing flaps.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end it. It's getting too dark. It might come out good on video, but I'm having a hard time seeing. There we go.
Flaps up.
All right, I'm just going to attach this to my earlier video that my Precious was flying or filming for me. All the rates are the same. Other than the ailerons are at 90% now. So there you go. Just going to add that to that video. God bless y'all, and don't forget, save family and friends, and then F-22s. Bye-bye.